Give me 2 seconds, guys. I just need to get this link out and then I will be on it. Right, okay. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to race 4 of VIL, the Velocity International League. So today we are at Austria looking. I think we've got one more guy coming back, probably end of qualifying we're looking at, but I'd just like to say a welcome back to Demon Racing, who did take some time out because he lost his PlayStation Plus. But we are really looking to focus on the battle for the top of the championship really today, which I think will more than likely be between Dan and, where is he, Jonathan Cox. But I should probably put the track map on. I forgot all about that. We want the full track map. So we'll go on board with Demon Racing at the moment, as he is the furthest out. I should hopefully be a bit better at commentating today. I'm a lot better. So, yeah, I don't know the track again very well. I should really start learning this stuff. But we will be watching on board with this. I would say, like, it's a very level-hated car, the Williams is, I think, but I think we are ready to see this lap. There might have been an invalidation straight away. I'll be putting the telemetry on quickly. He is still going for it, so we'll stay on board to see what he can do. Coming up to turn 4, this is, I think. I'd like to say turn 4. Getting that nice exit, you really need it. This track is really easy just to chill in ERS, but he's taking that kind of wide at the moment. But obviously this is going to be the first lap of the race. The first race in a little while though, where it hasn't almost been a one-shot qualifying. It is soft compound qualifying, so we will be seeing what people can do. A bit late on getting on the acceleration there, but he will be setting a 15592. If I can quickly get down to Laggy Racer, who is the second person to come across the line, getting that very nice there. See if he can improve on the 155, and he's invalidated, so that's interesting. Pasner going about 7/10 slower. Andreas going a 155 as well. We've got Young Lights out on the hards, which is interesting. All the same with Total P's, he's out on the hards. Just seen One go with a 150 flat. Just gonna sit on board with what we want, that Renault of Young Lights to come across the line, see what he can do. He sets a 1.6. Was Maz on the hard as well? Yep. We've got quite a few people who are out on the hards. That's really, there we go. Gives me a bit more information than what I had got. I think, honestly, I'm going to try and grab myself a co-commentator. If anyone is interested on being my co-commentator, do DM me on Discord if you know it. Or you could just pop a comment down below and I will get right to you. I will be needing a co-commentator, maybe someone who knows a bit more about commentating than me. I'm not very experienced, but as we see Leopard come across the line, and that will be a 1608. We're going to see Total P's come across the line, see what lap time he can do on the hards. Can he go the fastest off the hards, which is 169? No, he cannot. He's on a 177. That's Jonathan Cox going fastest again by a eternity there. By 0.6 of a second, he has gone the fastest by. We need somebody to challenge that. We are not really looking to see anyone on a proper lap at the moment. The best we've got is the Haas of Energetics, who isn't actually pushing. Okay. There's no one out at the moment on our lap, which is kind of making my life a bit difficult. But yeah, we're looking at quite a close race here. It's quite easy to DRS train around this track, so this 0.6 of a different pace can easily be made up in the 3 DRS zones, which I think is way too much for this track. Just over a minute long, and it's got 3 DRS zones. It's insane. Probably spending more time in DRS than you are actually everywhere else on the track, but as Maz just lets Laggy Racer go past. But we do have some guys out now. So Paz is out on an out lap. We've got One out on the mediums on an out lap. Laggy Racer out on an out lap. Liam MD on an out lap. Laggy Racer will be the first one over the line to start his. So I think, oh wait, I've just missed Kuba's actually on a lap. So we'll sit on board with him, see how he can do in terms of the times that have been set right now. So we've got yellow flags in sector 3, which definitely is the pit lane. Kuba not having the greatest corner right there. Just a bit hesitant on the throttle, but that can always be made up on latter runs when you get into a bit more confidence around here. But we will be looking at probably a 1.8 or 7 going around here. It's a 1.05. That's a lot better than it looked. But I'm not trying to throw any shade at anyone here. That was my guess. But we are now on for Laggy Racer, who's pulled out of his lap. We've got Liam MD on a lap, One on a lap as well, who I'm going to jump on board with. I wouldn't expect an improvement, but you never know around this track. But he looks like he's going into the pits. Yeah, he's just sort of using time. Demon Racing on an out lap, and I'm going to quickly check the comments that is going down right now. Jonathan saying he's just a 10th off of his TT time, which is very impressive, especially on his first lap. That can always be improved on. YBR just joining in now, just about missing qualifying by about 7 minutes, but this track is open to overtaking, so you never know. We're just going to sit on board with Demon Race and see if he can challenge that pole time. Jonathan is looking extremely dominant in this league right now. We might have to starting him at the back. We do have Leopard. Did I just Energetics? Yes, going with a 1.541. That's a very good time for the mediums there, looking very quick. I do know he likes this track though, so we could be seeing a good fight around this track. But Leopard running very wide. Is he going to improve? Yes, he does. Pushes himself up to 8th. We have also got, I'm going to miss it, no one. I swear we had someone. Demon Racing, sorry, yeah, that was it. But he has gone into 2nd place with a 1.475, improving on his time by, I think, 7 attempts. Don't apologise, Jonathan, mate. It's impressive. It gives these guys something to push towards. We have got people on our lap who I should probably hop on board with. That's Maz just starting a lap. And this is going to be Young Lights just finishing a lap, pushing himself up to 6th place with a 1:55.67. But we have got One coming around the corner. He's just starting his lap. Maz is next. And we've got Dan Murphy who's on his lap. We are just going to watch and see what is happening with his time. See if he can push up into the top 4, which I think will be his goal, as Energetics is the quickest of the medium runners right now. He'll be looking to really show why he's the championship leader coming into this race. And he comes across the line to a 1:59, putting him 10th place. It's a very close grid at the moment. Laggy Race, the only one who hasn't actually been able to set a time so far. Everyone in the pits at the moment, it's going to be carnage later on, but we've got Laggy Racer coming across the line. Start his lap, who's the only one on a lap at the moment. Obviously he needs to try and squeeze in something to get a time on the board, or else he will be starting from the back. Coming around this corner, this is a very, very difficult corner. If you don't get it right, it can really lose you a lot of time, but it looks like he got it done quite well. As long as he doesn't get an invalidation, he'll be on for a good time. All the way down in 2nd gear for that, just to get the extra rotation on that car. Personally, I like running that in 3rd, but you know, it's people's opinions, really. But we're going to come around the final 2 corners, see if he can absolutely nail that, which he does. Running a bit wide, don't know if that'll be an invalidation. You know, it wasn't. 5th place with a 1:53. My headset is running out, which I will have to put on charge soon. I will be able to commentate during, but we have got Total P's also on our lap, who's a bit further ahead of Paz, so I will sit on board with him just to see what's going on. But he'll really be looking to get a good time on the board as well. But he has gone into the pits. He's going to leave it to the last run. BMD coming around just to start his lap. NUF1 is there. Paz will be the next person across the line to set a time. Will he improve though? No, he does not. We've got NUF1 is the first guy on a lap at the moment. That is the Force India of Maz, I think, there, who's just invalidated his lap. But we will be seeing a lot of cars come out of the pits very, very soon. NUF1 going 4th place with a 1:5 flat. It's looking very, very nice and close right now. They have good. They're just behind Lights. No, just in front of Lights, but it looks like he's calling off his lap. But we'll see lights come around the corner, but oh, Jesus Christ, that's a big incident there. 5 plays grid penalty, I think, is the right decision there. But I do not know what happened there. Nothing lights could do at that point. He was just a passenger. He's not going to be happy about that. But that will have to be sent to the stewards afterwards. Oh. Oh. We have got no one actually on our lap at the moment, but that's going to mean lights could be dropping down the field now. I do like that camera angle there. So we have got Energetics just starting his lap, who is the only one on a lap at the moment. So we will stay on board with him and see how, if he can improve and challenge that time of Jonathan. Laggy Racer retiring, not expecting to be able to improve anymore. That's a nice corner there, looks very nice and quick. I think this will be an improvement on his last time, but it depends how much by. As Jonathan is actually only 2 tenths in front right now. I've only just realised that One got a 146. That could have put him off a bit there, but he's going to be running around these final 2 corners. Running quite wide there, but I don't think that'll be an invalidation. Where will he get? He'll get 4th place with a 147.73. We've now got Demon Racing on his lap. Will he be stopped by anyone? Probably not. There we've got Maz right behind, but he's just invalidated his time, so he's called it off. Dan Murphy is just ahead as well of the Williams of Demon Racing. Dan Murphy will be looking to improve his position of 12th place at the moment, as he is the championship leader. But we do have Jonathan Cox rapidly approaching him in the championship. But it looks like Dan Murphy is going to be the first one to come across the line, as we've got people retiring, finishing. This is going to be the last shot of quali. See what everyone can put in. Dan Murphy going to 5th, Demon going to 2nd. Then we will be having, where is the Red Bull of One? There we go. He will be the next one across the line. Total Peas is still out on a lap as well, which we will be having to have a look at and see where he can go. But we're seeing One come across the line. Where is he going to go? He's going pole, provisionally anyway, with a 143 flat. Peas going 150 flat. Jonathan not being able to improve. That's looking like, yep, that's it. That's qualifying done. One is on pole position for Austria with a 163. Very, very impressive time there. So, looking at the results, we have One on pole, then Jonathan Cox, then Demon Racing, Energetics, Dan Murphy, NUF1, Total Peas, Maz, Laggy Racer, Andreas, Young Lights, Kuba, Paz, and Leper. I think we have one more in Liam MD at the back, but Young Lights, there is a silver lining in his position, which he does get a free range of tyres. So he may not be where he wants on the grid, but at least he'll get what he can, free choice of tyre. Just loading in. That says 17 seconds till we've got the session to start. I will quickly, while we are waiting on this, I will go through the championship standings coming into this race. So, in first place we have Dan Murphy, then Total Peas, One, Andreas, Ireg, Jonathan Cox, Laggy Racer, Maz, NUF1, Young Lights, Leper, Farth, who is no longer with us and has been replaced by Paz, Echo, who is also no longer with us, Guna, Energetics, Rockatoni, Jimbo, and that is a roundup at the moment. Looking at the constructors' standings, we do have Haas, then Red Bull, then Toro Rosso, then Racing Point, then Mercedes, Alfa, McLaren, Renault, Scuderia Ferrari, and then Williams rounding off with 0 points. So Dan Murphy is ahead on the championship by only 3 points, so it is a very, very close championship. But will we be seeing our third race winner today, or will Jonathan Cox continue his run of form and really push these guys to improve a bit more? But this is your guy on form right now, as you've got Dan Murphy just behind his teammate of Energetics. I wonder if any team orders will come into play around here to help with the championship fight. Then we have a Racing Point 1-2, well 7-8, sorry, and then I think, yeah, Alfa Romeo on a 12-13. That's the only inter-team things at the moment, but we are missing a couple drivers of Ireg, most considerably, so Andreas will be trying to pick up the slack for him. After absolutely dominating us around Australia, it hasn't looked like the greatest season though for Andreas. It did come out of that looking like a very strong favourite. Qualifying down in 10th though, he could still do something. It's a long season. There's 1, 2, 3. And away we go for the start of race 4 VIL. Well, race 4 Austria of VIL. As we've got a pretty clean getaway, as it seems, as we've got a Racing Point running wide. We've had no wing damage either. We've got people, Energetics falling down to 10th place, 11th place. He is falling through the order right now. We've got NUF1 and Young Lights going side by side. Who's going to win that? Maz is also falling a couple positions, but makes up a position to Energetics. As we do have the two Alphas battling right now. Oh, there is a car park there. I'm not 100% sure what has happened, but that will be seen in the steward's report afterwards. As it looks like top 4 have got away. We'll include top 5. And then there's a gap, so I'm assuming that would have happened with the top, with 6th place, but we do not know at the moment. We will find out later on if someone could supply a POV as One comes around the first lap in first place, looking quite good. Closest battle on track at the moment will be Paz and the rest of the grid, as we've got Maz and Andreas going side by side, seeing if Maz can fight back. He's got the slipstream. Will he go for the inside or the outside? He's going to go for the outside. We have got Maz with a full front wing. He'll get the better traction coming out. And he's managed to get it in front, but will he be able to defend? I'm going to watch on the POV of the Alpha to see what we can see happening right now. Maz going a little bit wide, but they are still side by side going into the double left, giving each other a good amount of room. Not going into contact. Nice close racing there, but Maz submitting the position. Submitting. conceding the position, sorry, to Andreas. But we will keep an eye on this fight. Jonathan Cox has just gone to the fastest he with a 1:78.66. But we do have Maz closing in on Andreas. He will not be making the move going into turn 1, as it is a very difficult point. Maz has picked up a 3-second time penalty. But here we go. He's going to go for the outside. Just a bit on the grass there. Will he make this move work? No, he will not. He's really struggling to get past Andreas, who has got a wing damage, but Energetics making the move on Paz to move him up to 11th place. He's not had the greatest start, but it's better than the Red Bull Laggy Racers, who seems to have had a bit of a mare at the start. One is getting away a bit though, so we will be looking at telemetry and seeing what the difference is there. Jonathan does seem to be struggling to keep up. This is quite interesting actually, but we are going to be looking at position changes and seeing who has the biggest winners and losers. The top 3 has stayed exactly the same, as Dan Murphy is closing up on Demon Racing though, to really put that Williams under pressure, and obviously the Williams is going to try and get first points of the season for them. But we have got Dan Murphy up 1, P's up 2, then Young Lights up 5, YBR up 9, the new made permanent driver in the Ferrari, so I wish him good luck for this season. Laggy Racer just picking up a 3-second time penalty, trying to gain it. But then we've got NUF1, the first guys who have lost positions in -2. Andreas up 1, Maz down 2, Energetics down 7. Paz staying the same, Liam MD up 1, Kuba up 1, Leopard down 2, and Laggy Race down 7. So some guys had a very nice start. Obviously I think YBR really benefiting off the battling that has happened, but we will be sitting on board with Maz. He's just made a little bit of contact with Andreas. I wouldn't make that move there. It's good sportsmanship. He has lost the position to Energetics though, who will be looking to prey on that mistake by Maz, and will be trying to make the move around the outside. But Andreas does go massively defensive, giving them opportunity to Maz. Will he make the double overtake stick? No, he will not. But he is next in the queue to try and overtake Andreas. We have got a very, very clear 2 trains going on, and then you have the 2 at the front. It's quite, I do like this map actually, it really helps. But we've just had movement on Demon Racing and Dan Murphy. But we've got the 3 here looking very, very close. But we will probably be seeing another move going on to the straight. Oh, we've got Demon Racing side by side with Dan Murphy making a little bit of contact, but almost losing the car, losing 2 positions there, maybe 3 positions there to Young Lights as well, who's going to try and make that stick. Maz still not able to make it work. Young Lights retiring from the session. I'm not quite sure. Let's see what happened there if we can. I cannot see. Oh, he's off there. I've completely missed that. Jonathan Cox going up into P1. That'll probably be sent to the stewards. Young Lights has not had a nice weekend around this track. Been a bit of a mare. Did get a bit of a... But YBR is now up 11 places. This is looking like a good drive for him. NUF1 has got back into his 6th place. Due to the unfortunate circumstances of Young Lights, who is our first retirement this race. But we do have Maz, Energetics, Jonathan Cox picking up a 3-second time penalty. That's interesting there. But we do have Energetics on the back of Andreas. Can Andreas still hold these guys behind. They're going side by side. Oh, Energetic's almost losing it, but that's opening up the place to go for Maz now. These two are switching like a yo-yo right now. But I think Andreas has just left it. Maz shutting the door very late there on Energetics. But we've got Andreas now coming back at Energetics. It's very, very good to watch here. As we have Andreas making the move down the inside. Will he make it stick? Maz running a little bit wide. Andreas getting a better traction coming out of the corner. He's going to be in a better position going through. But Maz has got it. Is he going to make it stick? Yes, he is given the opportunity. It's very, very close right now. Andreas moving up into 7th place. Maz will be still running side by side, making a little bit of contact there. That's going to really make him struggle. It's going to open him up to Energetics right now. Jonathan Cox is still in 1st place. I did look at that and think, but we are looking at this three-way battle right now for 7th place. We have got Maz, who is really getting involved. These three are really going at it with each other. There's no let up here. But we have now got Energetic sending it down the inside of Maz. He's going to make that move stick. That's a beautiful move there. But if they're not careful, Andreas is going to be able to drive away, and they're going to become in the clutches of the train behind, which would not be ideal for them. As we are starting to see a bit more of a spread tree as Jonathan Cox is pulling away from One. Just a little bit. I just want to see if One's got any damage or anything of the sort. No. Just tire wear kicking in for them then. But we have got NUF1 making the move on YBR. Is he going to make this move stick? The outside line is better around that corner, so YBR has got better traction just there. Is he going to make this stick though? It's nice camera angle for this. Now, I'll tell you what, I wouldn't mind seeing these two cars battle in real life like this, but YBR is just defending that position right now. With NUF1 though going to get the better run. One picking up a 3-second time penalty. But that is going to be NUF1 up into 5th place. I'm just going to quickly change. There we go. But it looks like YBR is probably going to end up falling off. I'm not too sure. Maz picking up another 3-second time penalty. Andreas has been closed back in though by Energetics. And are we going to see a move come into turn 3? Yes, we are. He's going to try and make the move stick. Those mediums are going to feel really nice compared to the softs right now in this point in the race. But he still can't make the move stick. It's really going to hamper their races coming late on. And an offensive job done by Andreas is incredible right now. But we've just seen Pease past Dan Murphy for 3rd place. That's interesting. NUF1 and YBR has just struggled. Is he just going to throw it into the pits? Yes, he is. Not 100% sure what happened there. I do seem to be missing a lot of events right now. Laggy Racer going up into 13th place. But that is Demon Racing still battling back. That's 3 guys. That's YBR, our first guy in the pits. Actually, no, Demon Racing, sorry, was in the pits before. I think Demon Racing must have had contact with Young Lights. I would like to hear what happened. Oh god. Sorry, it's been a long day for me. But we do have some battling going on again with Andreas. It's a nice camera angle, really. I'd like to hear as well in the comments, like, what do you think of the new Haas livery that's just came out today? Personally, I think it'll grow on me. But that's a massive move going quite massively there. This Haas livery, I think I might miss, but it does remind me a bit of the old Lotus days. This Maz just drifting around that corner there. Are we going to see any moves done soon by the Dutchman of Energetics? It's not looking like it. He almost throwing it into the wall there. But we have One really pushing Jonathan. He's not letting him go. But we do. So that's Leper going off into the grass. He's going to be pushed now by YBR. He'll be looking to make short work of that. But that's Paz picking up his first 3-second warning, as 3-second penalty, sorry, of the race. One not dropping out the 1-second gap. Jonathan's not having it as easy as I think he would like. But are we going to be seeing a move going to turn 1 by Energetics? This is the closest battle on track right now. These camera angles around Austria are very, very nice. It's a bit wobbly. That's a massive slide there. Hats off for catching that. It's gonna drop. He's still gonna be though in the 1-second window, so he can just catch straight back up. He's really struggling though. Dan Murphy's just following Total P's, probably saving ERS. Total P's on 100% ERS as well. One is loving life with 66% ERS and Jonathan Cox on 44, so he's got 20%. That's Jonathan Cox, our race leader, coming into the pits as One takes the lead of the race. We'll see what that does for him, as we've got Total P's now coming into the pits as well. It's looking like the pit window is really striking now. We're going to be seen any more drivers come into the pits. Maz is massively messed up here. No, he went into the pits. Sorry about that. NUF1 picking up a 3-second. Total P's coming out of the pits. Where will he come out? He will be coming out in just in front of Guna and Liam MD, which will be good for him because obviously he doesn't want to get stuck behind them too if he were on his charge for some more good points of racing point today. Dan Murphy's really pushing around here. This is probably his in-lap right now. We'll be watching to see. Yep, that's One coming into the pits now, getting over to the right of the track. Braking nice and early, no penalties for him. Dan Murphy now coming into the pits. That'll be interesting to see where these guys come out. And UF1 will be coming out now. I want to see where is One going to come out. He's going to be he's way behind Jonathan. Jonathan is walked away. That's insane. The undercut has won him about 4 seconds in 1 lap. That's an incredible lap there. He's definitely been putting that into hot lap, but One will not be letting that go very easily. He's 5 seconds behind right now. That's incredible. Andreas still on the 14 lap holds, and Energetics, those two really going for it right now. But we have got Total P's who will catch up to him probably quite quick. Dan Murphy is 3 seconds behind, so that, yeah, that is looking like it's the case. 3 seconds on the undercut. We have got a safety car though, which is going to really benefit Andreas because he has to get. But that's not going to be nice for Jonathan as his undercut has not quite paid off. The guys who have to go in the pits right now are going to be loving it. It's going to really help them as we see Andreas come into the pit. Breaking nice and early, the same as Energetics. No one's getting a penalty right now. Liam MD has not gone into the pits for some reason. I think, I'm not sure if he's missed something. YBR changing his strat around. It's probably a wise decision. You do not want to be on those hards when everyone's on fresh mediums. But this will be interesting if Pease can get himself involved. And same with Dan Murphy. If these two can get themselves involved in the front runner, with the front runners, that'll be very nice to see. If you guys haven't already, I'm going to tell this already, just to follow the Twitter and the Instagram for the latest news on this league. The Twitter handles and Instagram handles are both at Velocity International League. They are quite easy to find. They should be. Yeah, and if you haven't already done so and you do enjoy watching these races week in, week out, do smash that subscribe button. We would like to see some more of you guys get involved as well. We are looking to maybe pick up a second league if possible, if we get enough people involved. But at the moment we are looking at Jonathan is our race leader. Almost a Hamilton of the league, I would say. He's in the Mercedes. I think it's right to call him that. As we've got One and Pease just following very closely, just chilling. Everyone's just chilling at the moment. It's giving Laggy Racer the opportunity to get himself back in this race. Yeah, didn't have the greatest start, but Gooner's DNF'd. I'm not 100% sure what happened with him. Don't remember him crashing out or anything, but NUF1 is just overtaken Energetics, or if that was already the case. But Liam MD is really going to be suffering later on in the last stages of this race, as he hasn't pitted and everyone else is on brand new tyres. But we'll be seeing who can keep these tyres the warmest right now. As I think I'm just going to explore what we can do with these position changes. So we have Jonathan Cox in P1 with a +1, Ole -1. These two have only swapped. And we have Pease with +4. Dan Murphy with +1, Liam MD with a +9, but he will have to pit, so he'll probably go right to the back. NUF1 with a neutral. Energetics with a -3. Maz standard, just where he started. Andreas with +1, YBR with +6. Laggy Racer -2. Leper +1. Demon Racing -10. And Paz with a -2. Don't know if that Williams seems to be unlucky, but I don't like finishing in the points. But we'll see at the end of the race of what happens. Yeah, guys, if you are still watching and you'd like to get involved, do put your predictions of who will win this race in the comments. Yeah, We're looking quite good. I want to see what the mini-map would look like right now. Every single driver on the mini-map, right, as of right now. Safety car is coming in this lap, so we will be seeing how Jonathan can restart this. As we're going to see it all stack up right now. Hoping to not see some end plates go flying off. But we're going to keep an eye on this restart to see how if Jonathan can pull away or not. He's restarted now. He's not really pulled too much away. We're going to have to wait 3 laps as well. He's pulled away from Pease. Dan's been caught out a bit as he's dropped to second. Same with Energetics. The 2 Haas drivers seem to have struggled. NUF1 is right on the back of Liam MD. Lepper making the move. Liam MD letting his teammate go through and put him into 5th place. But Pease will be looking to really apply pressure and hopefully get himself that first win. It's been there for him, but he hasn't been able to just clinch it. But we do have Andreas right on the back of Maz, which actually is quite interesting because it says he's on the mediums on my screen, but he's on the softs, so I'm not sure which one's right. He did start on the mediums, I think, though, so he should be on the softs, which will mean he'll probably struggle come the end of the race. Jonathan Cox, I think, just set the fastest lap of the race. But you've got Energetics on the back of Liam MD. Is he going to make this move stick? He's going to go deep. And yes, he does. Quite a simple move for fresh mediums versus old mediums. But Liam MD's not the one for trying. On my screen, that looked a bit nasty. But Liam MD let all the drivers through. I'm sure he's not wanting to get in the way anymore as his team. I'm sure he was just doing that for his teammate. He's probably going to come into the pits at the end of this lap. But Andreas has been overtaken by YBR, though. That's something I missed as well. Liam MD and Paz both into the pits. Has Paz got wing damage? We will be seeing in a second. No, he's just doing a strat change. Possibly going for that fastest lap. And hoping to squeeze into the points. If someone outside of the fastest top 10 does... Oh God, what's happened here? Massive changes going into that corner there. But we do. YBR is really on a charge right now. It'd be nice to see where he can get to for Ferrari tonight. Energetics picking himself up a 3-second time penalty. So I think there will be a lot of penalties to look at the end of this race. Pease has fallen off One and Jonathan quite severely now. He's 2 seconds off and he's been pulled in by Dan Murphy. So I don't know if there would have been a mistake there or not, but the battle for 6th place down to 11th, it's looking like, is really on. We could involve 5th, but I wouldn't quite go. Oh, there's contact there. That's not nice, but these two have got a bit of catching up to do now with the battle for... Well, battle for 7th, really. That's mad. What is? Oh, I'm so sorry. That's Maz going on the inside of Andreas, or the other way around. But Andreas seems to still have wing damage, which is very interesting. His pit crew didn't really want to give him the fair opportunity against everyone else. I mean, it is Toro Rosso, and he is at the moment being a Red Bull, so you never know. It could be rigged a bit, but YBR still looking to get within that 1 second, which he is slowly closing in on, but he will be dragging these guys behind. But these two going side by side. Who's going to make the move stick? Maz getting a 3-second time penalty. Laggy Racer, neither one of them has DRS. But Laggy Racer on the inside. He's going to break late. He's made a bit of contact with Demon, but it's fine because both of them got through there perfectly fine. They have fallen 2 seconds off the pack though, which isn't looking too good as we've got Laggy Race. This is a final position for the points, and he's made that move stick. That's some good battling there by them two. But we do have YBR so close to being within a second of Energetics. Just really just go on board with these two right now. It's the battle for the lead, which has been intense through the whole entire race. I just haven't been able to watch it. So I think it's best YBR just picking up himself a 3-second time penalty. Demon Racing is right spun around by Laggy Race. That will probably be seen in the steward reports later on. And UF1 is battling with Energetics. Is that going to allow YBR and his little crew to get involved? Yes, it's going to push him into within the 1 second gap. But we're going to just go back on and see what's happening coming into this first DRS zone of the lap. And see if One's going to really push for this, because he is in a better ERS mode situation. He does seem to just be chilling behind at the moment. We've got, obviously, Jonathan isn't stupid. He's picked himself up a 3-second penalty, though, which I do think he is down by 1 on. So that could be crucial to his third win on the trot. But One is right up the back of him right now. But we do have Total P's that's been overtaken by Dan Murphy. Not 100% sure where that happened, but it has happened now. YBR is well within a second now, but Andreas is fallen off. That second, Maz is making a move. These two have been battling all race long. Been very, very entertaining for me to watch. Been reliable ones to come back to. Maz seems to have been entertaining throughout this season so far. Always battling with someone. Are they going to go side by side? No, Maz cuts it off. And Andreas goes into the pits on lap 26 of 36. Probably back onto the softs. Which is actually going to really open up the points paying position for Demon Racing, which is going to be beautiful for him, really. But Pease is not going to allow Dan Murphy just to walk away from him. And Energetics really overcooking it there. Don't know if that was contact made or not. But these two are battling hard. Yeah, it's going to allow YBR to get back. It's a beautiful... That's a dive bomb if I've ever seen one. Jesus, that's an amazing move. Max Verstappen would be proud. Wow. That's a brilliant move there by YBR. He came from miles back. That was not something I'd expected to see there. But this is a beautiful camera angle right now. I really wish we could look at something a bit more like this more often. But we do have YBR now on the back of NUF1. He is on an absolute charge today. We do have Andreas passing, battling with Paz. He will probably get past quite quickly and easily, but Paz is really just holding him behind, making him work. Not really the person he wants to probably be behind right now, but he is going to make the move going. Paz just going to accept it. Yes, he will. That's Andreas Owen to P13. YBR is has gone for another move in turn 4. That seems to be a favourite move spot for most drivers around here. But it is a good one, that's probably why. So we do have NUF1 really under pressure by this Ferrari driver. We've got the freeway scrap for 5th place now. We'll see how this ends up going down. I'm going to stay on board for a bit. We've got Andreas picking up another 3 seconds. And One's just been on Jonathan's arse this whole race. He's not letting him up. But this is beautiful racing by these two. Is he going to make the move? No, he's not going to be able to. Jonathan just defending that. Just going to stick on board with this. Actually, we've got a move gone by Energetics, but is he going to make that stick? It's giving NUF1 a little bit of, oh no, that was not the move you wanted to see there by YBR. Really kind of desperate, but picking himself up a 3-second time penalty for his efforts. But now we've got Jonathan Cox and One. These are the two really going hammer and tong at it for this whole race. It's got 7 laps more of this. It's going to be beautiful to watch. I think this is going to go down to the wire between these two. We've got Total P's right at the back of Dan Murphy. He's not going to quite be able to make it stick. No, he's not. Demon Racing picking up a 3-second penalty. He's only 9/10 behind Laggy, who they did have a coming together with earlier in this race. So we will see if there's any sort of bad blood between them. I hope not. Because these two are just on another level today, honestly. I think this has got to be the longest battle between first and second I've seen in a while. It's lasted 30 laps. I don't think they've almost broken a second. But he's going to try and make the move for first place. Is he going to make it stick? He's not gonna, but he's going to definitely have the inside line. Jonathan really moving about though. He's not going to quite be able to make that stick there. Very, very intense. You can definitely tell that Jonathan wants his 3rd win. Not 100% sure what the penalty situation between them is, but I think Jonathan just wants to win this out on track, even if he is down on penalties. It's very easy to pick one up though, so it's not over till the fat lady sings, as they say. But he's got One really not wanting to, I don't think, catch. That's why he's just gone weaving out there. He's got the outside line. What's going to happen out here? That's just hard racing so far. is One's up into first place, but is he going to be able to make it stick? No, he's not, but he's got the switch back. This is incredible. That's amazing. They're so close. The respect between these two drivers is incredible, especially for first place in this race. But One is going to make it through to first place so far, but they have got a DRS zone just in front. Jonathan's not going to want to really, but he's got 8% ERS, and One's got 27. He's going to be looking to save though, and not really lose that position lightly. But that is Jonathan Cox picking up another 3-second time penalty. I'm not 100% sure what the penalty situations are though, so it's not over. YBR is now in 5th place, but he's not going to be left lightly. I think throughout that whole thing, we did miss quite a lot going on, but YBR did, I think, just let NUF1 go. Not 100% sure, but we do have this battle going on for 5th place, which has been very intense, as we've got YBR going down the inside again, and he's made that move stick. YBR is now in 5th place. Then you got NUF1, who's now under pressure by Energetics for 6th. Is that going to be made move? Yes, it is. NUF1 just losing 2 positions in 2 corners. Not the greatest, but I mean, he couldn't have really lost it in. Couldn't really have defended it too much. YBR went through, and Energetics just sort of followed. But we've got Energetics now going to be on the attack of YBR. They're going to go side by side through turn 1. And YBR is going to be able to hold on to it. Opened up the opportunity for NUF1 to get involved. This is going to be scary. NUF1 backing off, not wanting to get involved with a 3 wide going into turn 3. But Energetics is going to not quite. He's had contact there. He's going to have to submit a position. I'm not 100% sure. I think he's just got oversteer. But Andreas has just retired from the race. YBR has just lost a position to NUF1. NUF1 has just made 2 positions back in 1 corner. This is a very, very close race right now between these two. Jonathan Cox is now 8 tenths behind. One, there's yellow flags in sector 1. That is Andreas' car coming back onto the track, which is not his fault. That's just stupid by Codemasters. Hopefully that does not trigger a safety car, as the safety car is a lot easier to trigger now. But we have got these 3 really going for it. As we do also have Total P's about to make a move on Dan Murphy going into turn 3. It's a bit of contact there. Dan Murphy turning in. I'm sure Dan Pease wants his 3rd consecutive podium as well, but Dan Murphy's not going to let that go, because he does have a championship to be fighting with. This is his championship rival, realistically, if we're looking at points. But I do think, yeah, this is actually looking very close for the championship right now. That's going to close up even closer, I think. As we have YBR is going to have DRS going into turn 1. I think this battle here settled down a little bit for now. Just going to be getting their ERS back. I mean, YBR's absolutely cooking for it, but are we going to see a move? I know he likes his lunges. But there's only 2 laps left of this race, as Total Peace has actually gone through on Dan Murphy. So that is Total Peace up to a podium position on track, at least. Liam MD in the pit going for the softs. I'm not 100% sure what's going on there. I think he's very close and in danger to getting lapped. I'm actually very surprised no one has got lapped so far this race. But it's been a very entertaining race to commentate over so far. We've got Jonathan Cox right up the chuff of TNR One Ole, which I would like to see if he's going to make a move. He's going to go for the inside. He's going to send it. He's not going to be able to make that move work though, but he's going to have the DRS again going down here. So is he going to try and make the move going into turn 3? Yes, he's going to get the inside line. He's going to send it down there. Oh no, he's going to get the switchback. But it does look like Jonathan's got P1 sorted. And we have One just coming across the line. Jonathan Cox winning it on track, but One winning it in total. But is P's gonna always make contact with Dan Murphy? That could be a thing, but Dan Murphy does come 4th place. That could be in the stewards at the end of this. YBR down into 7th place. Maz coming across in 8th. Demon picking up the first points for the team. Lucky Racer in 10th. Paz and Leopard will be 11th and 12th. As if we just have a look at the biggest winners and losers of this race. YBR picking up 9 places today. Total P's with 4. Dan Murphy with 1. Then we've got Paz, Leopard and Liam MD. Oh, Paz now gaining none and Leopard gaining 2. But we have got just crowned our 3rd winner of today, well, of the season actually, which is very, very impressive. It is TNR One Ole, the Norwegian. Great race by him, great race by Jonathan Cox as well. Honestly, he is one to watch for this championship. I'm really looking forward to commentating it next week. But hopefully we can crown another winner. Maybe we can just only have a couple. Just have the whole grid win at one point. But we will end round 4 of VIL with One, Jonathan, Pease, Dan Murphy, NUF1, Energetics, YBR, Maz, then Demon Race and Laggy, Leper, Paz, Liam MD, Andreas, Guna, and Young Lights. And the fastest lap did end up going to unfinished Andreas, so no one will be getting the fast lap point today. But I will see you guys next week at 8 o'clock for round 5 of VIL. I'll see you next week. Goodbye.